Welcome back, everybody, to Big Three Breakdowns. I am Nico Mateo,
And I am Pulse Metrics. Notice some reverse psychology there.
and today on this episode, we will be doing our 2025 MLB playoff predictions.
Yes, we will be doing not football, not basketball. Heavens to Betsy, we won't even be doing soccer. It is time for the baseball predictions. We have been waiting for this day. My
Yeah,
goodness.
we've been waiting for this moment ever since the second we started this
You
podcast.
mind showing the squad there, your jersey there? My
Hold
guy,
on.
Albert Pujols. Baseball, we are baseball super fans,
The
and
greatest first baseman to ever touch a baseball.
and it is time, and it is time for our predictions. To start, to start, we'll start with a little not so important matchup. We got the Tigers and the Guardians.
I'm going Tigers here.
Really?
I mean, I think the Guardians Cinderella story is going to come to an end sooner or later, and I think it's going to happen in the first round. I mean, I really think, I mean, Scooble's the best pitcher in baseball, and I think Scooble plus that offense is going to be elite.
I know, but I think I have the Guardians because just they're the more red hot team. The Tigers' downfall this season, like they have had a epic collapse.
They did have a pretty big collapse, but none collapsed like the New York Mets.
The New York Mets. You
I am
guys,
so
see ya. Who owns the East now? You guys are tagging me on X saying we own the East. We own the East. Now you own Cancun.
they're not even the best team in their city.
That honor belongs to the Yankees, which we should predict the next one. Yankees or the Red Sox?
You know what? I'm going Red Sox here.
I think I have to go Yankees. I just mainly because ever since the Red Sox got rid of Rafael Devers, where's that power bat to match up with Aaron Judge?
Well, it's not that they need a power bat. It's more or less this is my thought on the Tigers also. Everybody in that lineup just complements each other really well.
I agree. But I just think the Yankees right now have been this entire season. They have been the more consistent hitters. They have been the better hitters, mainly because of Aaron Judge. Guys that are not supposed to show up have showed up. Grant. Trent
Trent
Grisham.
Grisham.
Like, where did he come from? He's hitting very well now.
Yeah, but I think moving our way over to the NL, Dodgers versus Reds.
All right, who's your pick for that?
I mean, who do I want to win? Reds, but they're not going to beat the Dodgers. I mean, I will say this. the their starting pitchers for these three games on both sides are absolutely elite. It's
I agree.
probably it's gonna be great pitching matchups, but it's just the offense. There is such a big difference between the Dodgers offense and the Reds offense.
I'm I'm calling for the upset. I think the Reds will shock the world and beat the Los Angeles Dodgers. I just think the Los Angeles Dodgers have dealt with so many injuries this year. They're going in too banged up. So, but when it comes to this red hot Reds team who's 7-3 in their last 10 matchups, you need a healthy lineup.
Yeah, but I just don't think they stand a chance against the Dodgers. But moving on over to our next game, Cubs versus Padres.
Ooh, this one is going to be tough. But I think I'm gonna have to go with the Padres.
I agree with you. Looking at that Padres bullpen, if you don't have a lead going into the eighth inning, you're not going to win because you're going to have to face Mason Miller and Robert Suarez.
Exactly. The Padres have one of the best bullpens in the entire league,
They
and
have they without a doubt in my mind have the best 1-2 combo.
1-2 combo in bullpen wise, yes. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, Now
And then
going over
moving,
to our championship series, we have the Mariners and the
you have the Yankees. Oh wait, no, no,
I have
no.
the
You
Yankees.
have the Guardians, and I have the Tigers.
Yes, I do have the Mariners or Mariners or the Guardians. For me, I got the Mariners moving on. Like I really do. I really wholeheartedly think the Mariners are going to the American League Championship.
Yeah, I think they're going to beat the Tigers. Also, I think this Mariners roster, their top four batters might be the best in the American League.
100%.
You
J.
got
Rod has over 30 homers. Cal Raleigh has 60 homers. And Neil Suarez has over 40 homers. Like,
and Randy Arozarena is on fire this season.
Randy Arozarena. I just think right now, and I just think in general, the Mariners have the best top to bottom pitching rotation in the league.
Uh, in
And
the
that might
AL,
be a little
yeah.
bit of a hot take. In theory, yes, they really do.
But I mean, but if you also look more into the Mariners pitching, they also have one of the best closers in baseball in Andres Munoz.
I do, and yeah, that is also true. But we both can agree that the Mariners are moving on to the American League Championship.
Yes,
Now,
and
as for
then
the Yankees and the Blue Jays,
I got Red Sox and Blue Jays, and I
Red
think
Sox
Red
and Blue
Sox are going to
Jays,
upset the Blue Jays.
Red Sox, man, I think the Yankees are moving on. I mean, dude, I have a lot of faith in this Yankees team to go to almost go all the way. Aaron Judge, I just think is too good. I think he's finally going to show up here in the playoffs.
I mean, I think this is no discredit on the Blue Jays because they've had a miraculous season this year. But the Red Sox, they again, it's why I think they beat the Yankees. This lineup just complements each other so well, and that I think they will end up beating the Blue Jays. But also, they arguably have a top three pitcher in baseball. Not arguably, they do have a top three pitcher in baseball and they have a Aroldis Chapman who's still pumping 102 as their close.
Exactly.
Like the Red Sox are my Cinderella team this year.
I agree. I mean, well, I don't necessarily agree. I think they're getting bounced first round. I just think the Red Sox are just a year away. I think that Roman Anthony injury is going to cost them a lot more than people say it is.
I 100% agree with you. I think that Roman Anthony did cost them a lot, but also I think they're making up for Roman Anthony's spot.
Yes. Um, But
Working our way
so
over to the
My American League matchup is the Yankees and the Mariners.
and
Yours.
mine's Red Sox and Mariners,
Now going over to the National League, we have the Phillies and the Reds.
and for me, Phillies Dodgers.
But either way, I got the Phillies moving on. I don't
Wait,
care.
no, 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 no. It's Brewers Reds.
Brewers, Reds. For me, it has Padres, Brewers, and then the Phillies, Reds.
Wait, then what the heck's wrong with my bracket?
We seem to be having
All
some
right,
technical difficulties.
scrap that.
But
So,
But either way,
yeah,
we both have the Phillies moving on.
yeah.
I
I
just
mean,
think
I think this Dodgers, on paper, this Dodgers team is so good, and but the Dodgers have been a disappointment for me this year. I mean, they have the highest payroll in baseball, and they were supposed to get over 100 wins, and
I know, but
they didn't even get a first round bye.
here's the thing: it is hard to go back to back. It's almost impossible. There's a reason we haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah. And then
But either way,
moving
the
down to our
Phillies.
next matchup,
Now we have the
Brewer, Brewers and Padres.
Brewers and Padres. I'm calling for another upset. I got the Padres moving on. I really
Agreed.
do wholeheartedly believe.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's gonna be a 2022 rematch between the Padres and Phillies.
Yes, I do. I just think the Padres again are also kind of banged up right now. I mean, Fernando. I mean, all of their guys, much like the Dodgers, all of their guys have missed time this year at some point.
Yeah, but I mean, like this is no discredit on the Brewers. I just don't think that they're playoff ready.
The Brewers, yeah, they haven't been playoff ready for a while now. I mean, you look at the last years, the Brewers have not been good in the playoffs.
Yeah. And I mean, I have so like again, I think if you don't have a lead going into the eighth inning, you're not winning the game.
Exactly. And now that sets up for me personally, that sets up for the Seattle Mariners and the New York Yankees and the Phillies versus the Padres.
Yeah, I have Phillies, Padres, and Red Sox, Mariners.
Red Sox, Mariners. Either way, Yankees, Mariners. Who will do it? I've got the Seattle Mariners. Dude, I just have too
I
much
agree with
faith.
you. I have so much faith in the Mariners. I mean, I think Cal Raleigh should win the MVP.
Yeah, Colorado has just been too damn good this year.
Well, actually, it's going to be really close because I mean, Aaron Judge is batting like 320. Did bat 320 on the season, and he had an
Yeah.
incredible year. But I mean, I just like, and if I'm not mistaken, like they weren't like really far off in home runs.
They weren't, but then Cal Raleigh just shot right up. And here's the
Yeah,
thing
so
about that.
I do think it's going to be really close.
Cal Raleigh is having the greatest individual season by a catcher of all time.
And this is what and this is what I've been saying, and this is the reason why I think Josh Allen won the MVP over Lamar. Without Judge, the Yankees are still playoff teams. Without Cal, the Mariners are not. Cal
Yes,
is
with
Cal is more valuable to the Mariners than Judge is to the Yankees. Like
just like
that's the
Josh
same
Allen
thing.
is more valuable to the Bills than Lamar is to the Ravens.
Yeah, and that's my exact argument for Schwarber and Ohtani. Without Ohtani, the Dodgers are still a playoff team. Without Schwarber, the Phillies are probably not a playoff team.
Yes, because I mean, I assume that Harper will be able to still carry us to the playoffs, but he's getting more and more injury prone as the years go. So without him or Schwarber, then this team's cooked.
Yeah,
Which leads me over to the Phillies and the Padres. This is going to be a tough one. It's going to be insanely tough, but I have the Phillies knocking out the Padres once again.
I agree with you. And
We're
I
not just
mean,
saying that because
all
we're
I
Phillies fans.
yeah, and I mean, all I've been saying about the Padres was their bullpen, but we have the best bullpen pitcher out of those three.
We have the best bullpen in the second half of the season.
Yeah, and we if I'm not mistaken, we have the only pitching duo that in the season had 200 plus strikeouts in Lazardo and Sanchez. And if we still had Wheeler, it wouldn't be close.
100%.
We
Uh, I just think this
what I
Phillies
think about
this Phillies
Lazardo
team.
and what I think about Lazardo, if he didn't have that like 2 game stretch where he gave up like almost 20 runs, he would be a Cy Young candidate.
Exactly. I just think this Phillies team right now is too red hot. Like we
Yeah,
are coming
agreed.
into the playoffs steaming hot.
Yeah, I
It
mean, Bohm can't stop hitting. Turner won the batting title. Schwarber is Kyle Schwarber, and Bryce Harper is Bryce Harper.
like who can physically stop this lineup? Which brings us over to the World Series. We have to talk through this one a little bit more. We have the Seattle Mariners versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, let's compare these teams a little bit. Let's compare pitching. Because
Phillies win. Phillies win.
I don't know. I think the Mariners might take pitching in general.
I think we have the better bullpen. I think we have the better starting rotation.
Maybe better bullpen, but here's the thing.
Well, here let's compare. We're gonna be pitching four pitchers, starting pitchers in the playoffs. It's going to be Sanchez, Lazardo, Ranger, and Taiwan Walker, who is actually not having a terrible season. Versus
Taiwan Walker's not having a terrible season at all.
versus Brian Wu, Logan Gilbert, Luis Castillo, and Bryce Miller. Am I right?
Yes, Bryce Miller.
And let's be completely honest. We have the best and the second best pitcher out of those eight.
The second best pitcher in the league, well, Christopher Sanchez?
No, 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 no. Out of comparing, like combining those two rotations, I take Sanchez and Lazardo over Brian Will.
Sanchez or Lazardo. I mean, Sanchez is second in the league in Cy Young.
I
Luis
think was
Castillo is having a little bit of a down year right now. I mean, his
Yeah, and
ERA has
Ranger
been up there.
Yeah, and Ranger is red hot. And I'll say this: if Nola can keep pitching like how he's been pitching, Nola would be our fourth pitcher, and Taiwan Walker would be your bullpen pitcher.
I agree. And plus the Mariners thing has the Mariners whole pitching rotation has not been as consistent as it was last year, but they are deep in depth.
Yeah, but I mean, so are the Phillies, and I mean, I think a Phillies pitcher that gets overshadowed way too much is Tanner Banks. Tanner Banks will come into an inning with runners on, and he'll get you out of that inning with ease.
Yeah, and obviously let's not forget Andres Munoz from the Mariners. But they none of no Mariners or other Phillies pitcher even compares right now to the current best closer in the league, Johan Duran.
Yeah, but then but then let's compare their offensive lineups.
Offense, it might be a different story.
Yeah, I mean,
The
can
Mariners'
you?
offense.
But I mean, I don't think it's like that far off. I mean, yes, they have the best player out of all the players in Cal Raleigh. But let's be honest, Schwarber's number two,
Schwarber. Actually, matter of fact, I think you could make an argument that Schwarber has been better,
I mean,
but
you can definitely make an argument, but I take Raleigh one, Schwarber two, and then I think it's a coin flip between Harper and Turner three and four.
yeah, Harper and Turner. I think I would pick Harper over Turner just slightly,
Well,
just because
the,
Harper's going to get us more RBIs and more home runs.
yeah, but he's only going to have more RBIs than Trey Turner because Trey Turner is going to be a base for most of them.
But then I would probably go after this season. I would probably go like 5 or 6. I would probably go Randy Rosarena or J Rod,
Yeah,
and then
but
Igneo
but
Suarez.
I think like a really underrated batter for the Phillies is JT Realmuto. JT
JT
Realmuto
Realmuto.
ha- is it ha- has I I'm pretty sure he is like one of the best hitters past the seventh inning.
I would also recommend go looking at Giraffe Neck Mark's video on his postseason predictions. Um,
And I'm
but
gonna be honest, Giraffe Neck Mark is the only Mets fan that I like.
yeah, Giraffe Neck Marks. He's a cool Mets fan. We may
Yeah.
not agree on any takes, but hey, you got to give him his respect for putting his opinions out there. That's what we live to do. Um, so my conclusion to all of this: who will which team will be managed better, the
Ooh.
Mariners or the Phillies? What will Rob Thompson do to switch it up and catch the Mariners off guard? What will the Mariners manager do to catch us off guard?
I don't I mean, I think the only thing that can really keep down the Phillies is if we pitch a left-handed bat. A left-handed pitch if the Phillies face a left-handed pitcher.
If the Phillies face a, because let's be real, the Phillies have not been good versus left-handed pitchers.
I wouldn't say we haven't been good, but we haven't been as good.
We haven't been as good as we definitely not were last season.
Mhm.
So
But I
my
mean, I don't
final,
I really don't think that the Mariners can do anything to slow down this Phillies roster.
and I don't really think this is either way. This is going to be must-watch baseball.
Yeah, but I mean,
This
I think
this
we
is going to be the most. This is going to be the most entertaining World Series that we haven't seen really since I think the Nationals and Astros. I mean, that was a pretty entertaining World Series.
but I mean, I think we've kind of hinted this many times while you were talking. Who's your World Series winner?
The 2025, we're gonna both agree with this. The 2025 World Series prediction in 6 games. Finally doing it. I got the Philadelphia Phillies.
I agree with you on the winner, but I think this is going to seven.
Maybe 7. I just think the Phillies have to do it this year. Their window is closing.
Yeah, but but here's another question: who was going to win World Series MVP?
Who will win World Series MVP? I think I think Bryce Harper will cement his legacy, winning a World Series, winning World Series MVP, or maybe it could be Schwarber. I don't know. Either Schwarber or Harper. You have Schwarber. If Schwarber wins it, he will hopefully be capping off the one of the best seasons. You know, winning National League MVP, National League Championship Series MVP, World Series MVP, and All Star Game MVP.
Yeah, but I mean, I think you're missing out on one person. I mean, go back to the '08 World Series winner. Cole Hamels won it. I'm in between two people, and I think it's either going to be Schwarber or Christopher Sanchez.
Or maybe it could be Bryce Harper, you know, capping
I,
off
I
or finally getting a storybook ending to what has been a interesting career so far.
yeah, like it's going to be one of those three, but I think personally, I do think Schwarber is going to win it.
I think so too. I mean, Schwarber has been rising in the playoffs. Bryce Harper is the ultimate playoff riser. Our guys are just so good in the playoffs. We just have not been able to put the pieces together. But this year, I think we finally do it. We finally put the pieces together.
Yeah, and I think that this is the Phillies' last season to be able to win a World
This is
Series.
our last season. If we don't win it this season, our window is closed.
Yeah, but I think that just about does it.
That just about does it. Sorry, it was a little short and sweet, but man, we couldn't put any topics. We had to get this out to you guys. We in the best way possible. There you have it. Those are our MLB playoff predictions. Enjoy the games. Hopefully your team does well. Not better than the Phillies. So I am Postmetrics,
And I'm Nico Mateo.
and we are signing off. See y'all later.